So let's start this. Let's get into it. I'm excited, guys. This is a very hard thing to find. It's been out for the last couple months, so I was very lucky to pick this one up here. So let's start this. All right, so we're just gonna open the box. This is the right Joy-Con, and we're gonna take out the screen. Here you go. So let's just close this for a minute. Okay, so important, guys, when you're attaching the Joy-Cons, you want to make sure the screen is right side up, right? So we're just going to go ahead and put the Joy-Cons in. So this is the left Joy-Con. We're going to slide it right in here. You want to make sure you hear that clip. And this is the right Joy-Con. We're going to put that in right here. Here you go. You could see this original one has a smaller screen than the new OLED Switch. The new OLED Switch has a 7-inch screen attached to it. Also, there is a huge improvement on the battery life on the new Switch OLED. The new Switch OLED battery life is between 4.5 to 9 hours playing in handheld. And the original Switch could go up to about 4.5 hours. So a huge improvement there. Major thing is the kickstand. Now, this is the original Switch. At the back, there is a kickstand. So you could flip this open here. Boom. So if you look at the back here, right, just one stand is just holding this thing up right now. Now, if we look at the new OLED Switch, right, look at this. So if we just shift this down a bit, you see, it's not too stable. But if you look at the OLED Switch, look at that. You could do your handheld gaming, no problem. It's very stable, no issues with this. Compared to this one here, it depends on the surface. So that's a huge improvement for the OLED Switch. I just have to let you guys know that the specs in terms of what's built in these two systems are exactly the same. There is no difference in performance from the original Switch that came out about 4 years ago to the new OLED Switch that came out about a couple months ago, I'm sorry. The only difference between the two devices here is how you play. Device, you see it has a LCD screen. It plays okay. I mean, the graphics look great on this device here. But this one here has an OLED screen. And which is a little bit different because with the OLED screen, it tends to have the images very bright, very, very colorful. So that's a huge thing here. So if you're playing in handheld mode, then this is the system you want to have because it has the longer battery life and also it has the better screen attached to it. But there is no performance difference between the two systems, right? So let's continue with the unboxing. So we got the power brick here. So we got the power brick. We got the high-speed HDMI cable. Also, we got the Joy-Con straps. We have both the left and right Joy-Con straps. Also, we have the Joy-Con grip. This Joy-Con grip is very convenient, so you could use that to substitute a controller. So here's how you're going to make this work for you. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to take the Switch. Make sure you guys press the back here. Take out the Joy-Con controllers. Right. Just put this down. And you want to pop them in. So this would be the left and this would be the right. So you want to hear that click when you pop them in here. Here you go. So now you have a controller. You have a controller which you can use, right, for playing different games, whether you're playing shooters or you're playing Mario Kart or whatever games you're playing. This would suffice. The only thing here with this is depends on your hands. So I just have regular size hands, so I guess it will work for me. But if you have large hands, it might be a little bit awkward, right? So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take out the Joy-Cons here from the Joy-Con grip. Just going to put this over here, and I'm going to show you guys how to attach the Joy-Con straps here. So when you're attaching the straps on your Joy-Cons, you see these little symbols here. You want to make sure these symbols match up. Very, very, very important. Because if they don't, then you're going to be in a little bit of a tough position here to kind of remove the strap from the Joy-Cons. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in here. You hear that click? And you want to make sure these match. So you're just going to pop this down here. Here you go. So these Joy-Con grips allow the Joy-Cons to act as individual controllers. Here, but you want to make sure this is a lock. You see this thing here? It's a lock. So if you do this, it locks the Joy-Con strap to the Joy-Con. So you want to make sure you unlock it and you press it and you pop it right out here, right? Here you go. And we're just going to attach this. Good. So that's that. Okay. So finally, let's continue with our boxing. Finally, we get to the dock. Right? So let's take out the dock. And let's pull it out here. So I'm going to put this down to the bottom here. Okay. So this is the dock for the Switch OLED. Now, hold on to that thought for a second. This is the original dock for the Switch that came out about 4 years ago. Now, you can see they're built the same, right? But there's a difference here. If we switch it to the back of the OLED Switch dock, for one, this comes out, the back piece comes out, right? And if I switch the back of the original Switch dock, it doesn't come out. So what I want to show you guys here is this. The original Switch has the power connector, has a USB connector to charge your controller, and has an HDMI port to connect it to your TV, right? And at the side, you have a couple USB ports at the side to connect other devices as well. Now, the Nintendo Switch OLED has the same features, but it's unique. It has the power connector, right? It has the HDMI connector, but it has an Ethernet port. Now, this is awesome. It allows you to use an Ethernet cable to connect directly to the port so you could connect to the internet. So this, I think, is great because playing this thing on Wi-Fi could be iffy, but because you have that port, it gives you more stability in terms of connecting to the internet, right? When you're playing your online games. Also, you got your two USB connectors, similar to the original Switch dock. Stay tuned, guys. We're just going to set up this Nintendo Switch OLED so we could jump into our gaming. Welcome back. So we're going to hook up the Nintendo Switch OLED to your TV. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this done. So this is the power cable. We're going to make sure it goes in here and just plug it right into here. That's your power connected. This is your HDMI cable. You want to connect this in here. And this is the Ethernet cable. This is connected directly to your modem. And you just plug this in right here. Here you go. So you got these three connected. So what you do now is just clip it back. Good. Right. So now you take your Switch and you put it into the dock. So now we have updated. We did a system update. So you'll click next. And we'll just do import user. So I'm going to import my profile from the original Switch over to the Switch OLED. So we do, yep. And we do hit yes. and we hit yes here. Let's link the so now we linked our profile here. So this is my profile. Let's press A. So enable. So if you needed to add another user, that's the opportunity to do that. For this video, we'll just skip. We'll just move ahead. We'll just do next. And we'll skip here. So now we would press, so the setup is complete. So we would go on to the Joy-Con and we'll hit the home button. Here you go. So now we're on the home page. So if we had any games installed on the system, it will actually show up in the card here. So now we got Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania here. So let's just click on this and we're gonna start the software. Here you go. We're just gonna play a couple minutes of it, make sure everything is in order. So hit any button here. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today we did the unboxing of the Nintendo Switch OLED. We went through the differences between the original Switch and the new Switch OLED. I mean, like I said, the differences are, there's a few differences such as the storage, which is double on the Switch OLED. Also the stand, which is a huge benefit if you're playing handheld. And the battery life is another huge benefit as well. But the inside specs of the new OLED Switch and the original Switch are the same. Also, we went and we hooked up the Nintendo Switch, the OLED Switch, to the TV. As you can see, everything is up and running. So that's excellent. I just wanted to, we did a minute or so of Super Monkey Ball Mania on the Switch, just to make sure everything is up and running. We got the Joy-Cons. I'm using just the Joy-Cons here to control the game. And like I said in the unboxing earlier, you could use a Joy-Con grip if you don't have a controller, so you could use that as well. So let me know what your guys think in the comments, if your guys managed to pick up a Nintendo Switch OLED, and what games your guys pick up for the OLED as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.